talk to me a little bit about lighting. We had spoken before. Lighting presents some challenges, doesn't it?
So lighting is really important, especially in a city when you have small spaces.
Yeah.
It's so important to get as much natural light as you can, and also as much, extra interior light as you can. So in condo conversions, we generally do, do recessed lighting. It's really nice to have lighting on dimmers, so you can create a mood in a space. But for the most part, it's hard to pick out. It's not really valuable to spend a lot of money on a chandelier for a space, for example, because it's such a unique, it's such a individual choice.
Right.
It's like choosing a piece of jewelry for somebody. So I don't think that lighting is really the best place to spend a lot of money.
Sure.
I like it to be modern, clean, and something that the end user can easily switch out over time if they like. I always like to add a chandelier panel so that they can do a chandelier if they want. Clear, light, glass pendants are always beautiful and well received. And dimmers. Choosing for an end user where the money is going to be spent. It's best to just set it up so it can be done,
right,
instead of installing everything, because it's a very personal choice.
For me personally, I agree with you, and no doubt my security system is a rock with a key hidden inside on my windowsill behind my house. That's my security system. But we've been talking a little bit on the show lately about millennials and their demand for these features. But personally, I don't see it, and I think having the opportunity to have a home that can be equipped if you so choose.
I think it needs to be equipped.
Right.
It needs to be wired so that you can install your Sonos speakers or your alarm system, or if you want to have a camera monitoring system.
Sure. Are those features built into a home cost prohibitive as a developer?
They are.
Yeah. Compared to other finishes. And
they are.
So, in a market that's arguably overvalued as it is, I mean, every penny counts, and so if it's, it truly is a seller's market we're in right now. So those features in this day and age and time, and the price range of this project, you don't feel it's necessary.
I would love to include it, but it's generally not in the budget.
Got it. Yeah. And I don't know, but do you feel that those features would increase the value? So
I do.
Yeah.
But people are only going to spend so much
right.
on a space, and property in DC is expensive as it is without adding anything additional into it.
Right.
And if the budget allows, if you're really creative on other, I feel like there is a certain amount of money that can be spent on a project, and it's going to come from somewhere else.
Okay.
So if you want to invest in smart technology, it's probably going to come out of some other area in the project.
Sure.
And I just feel that that's such a personal choice and can be customized so differently depending on the end user, that it's best to just wire the space to be upgraded however they want, and then let the end user take care of that.
Okay, I'll segue into this a little bit. We've been talking lately, we've been focusing on LED, and as we did a segment on LED lighting, we started talking about next-gen homes and next-gen appliances, and I'm not an extraordinarily tech-savvy person, but as we started doing some investigation, there's homes out today that everything can be controlled from your smartphone, your AC to the lighting, to change the color of the lighting, and there's some industry trends in other markets where millennials are demanding it, and it makes a home more appealing and more marketable. And while that may be commonplace in places in California, it may not have hit here yet, but in your experience, do you see a trend moving that way?
I would love to see more smart technology in the properties that I'm working on. That's one place I would love to spend more money. I'd love to spend more money on security systems,
right,
on lighting systems that can be controlled from your cell phone, on on Bluetooth speakers and music systems that can be controlled from your cell phone
Sure.
throughout the property. That's one place where at the end of a project, you kind of hope that there's some money left over to do those things, but
Right.
that's not always the case, so we wire for it.
Yeah.
We wire for upgraded speaker systems, we wire for alarm monitoring systems,
Sure.
so that end users can upgrade when they do move in pretty easily.
Right. That makes sense. Other consideration in the district, especially, and with everything we're hearing on the news, is water filtration systems. And moving forward, do you intend to include water filtration systems, like master water filtration systems, in your developments? Is it something you consider?
Absolutely. In my project I'm doing up the street, I'm doing a 3-unit project, and I'm doing a whole house water filtration system.
Yeah.
So that showers, everything is filtered, because the water in DC is really hard.
Yeah.
And I think it's really valuable to include that. And it's not a huge extra expense.
Yeah, and I think just as a consumer myself, if I were going into the market knowing what I know now and hearing what I'm hearing on the news and in the media and from some of my plumber friends who actually open up pipes in the street and have shared with me what's inside of them, I think were I looking to buy a home, it would be a consideration I would certainly demand or want.
If you found this information useful today, click on the button below. Shoot us an email. We'll send you a free LVT binder. In it, you'll find useful technical information. You'll be able to really see and touch our LVT, get a better feel for how it'll fit in your next project.